So we're a couple of days after the big weekend.
Yeah.
Malton Forest Rally 2024.
Our local event.
Our back doorstep event, really. Our local motor club event. Event that I participated in last year. You said you were going to do this year.
I was supposed to. Yeah.
I did do this year.
You did.
Jack did this year.
Yeah.
Charlie sat with me this year.
Young Jack done this year.
Oh yeah, young Jack.
Young Jack did this year with his Mini.
Even though we all said, "Oh, you really want to go in the forest?" He's done one rally. We had a taster a few weeks ago. We went across to Harlech with us, and he had a taster day over there, and loved it. So we left the entry in for the Malton Forest. Sadly, he retired after 3 stages, but he had 3 good stages and just had a bit of mechanical drama. So I think he's got the bug, I think it's fair to say.
He was doing well. We went out. We managed to get out of service, all of us, and went up to Cropton to watch the cars coming through. And he was going real well coming round. Well, you were. Sent you that footage. And he was going real well. And I thought, yeah, good on him. And then, unfortunately, he put a hole in the sump despite the guard and everything. So.
Bit of bad luck, I think.
Yes.
I think he just found there was a particularly rough hole.
There are some rough bits in there.
To be honest, I straddled it a little bit. I didn't go fully in the ruts because they're rough and I didn't want to bottom out, so I had a bit of car preservation. But yeah, poor Jack, he's a little bit lower than mine, and that was in now. So, but anyway, he got back, he didn't do any major
no major drama, so got back into service without breaking it, big time. So good.
From my point of view, we were a year. I did a track day earlier on in the year in the car, and my last proper event was the Malton Forest Rally 2023. So I was a bit rusty, really.
Once a year's enough for you.
Well, it's plenty. It's plenty. I loved every mile of it. Charlie with me on the notes. I'll be honest, I was a little bit apprehensive. He's never read any pace notes or anything. I've never listened to any pace notes, so both of us were a bit green. You soon get to grips of it.
Right a bit.
You know what? You soon get to grips of it.
You're right.
And I must admit, I would have no qualms in putting Charlie in with anyone, or indeed in with me again. He was absolutely bang on all day. Perfect.
Oh, good.
And I was amazed because I was convinced he'd get lost. Absolutely convinced he'd lose his place on the page. I'd lose it in the first 2 miles.
Yeah, I'll be like that.
And so I envisaged as having to drive blind while he found a reference number and found the page. But do you know what? The lad was absolutely perfect all day. Brilliant. Reined me in a little bit a couple of times, pushed me on a lot. So we had a great day, as did Jack, I think, did he?
Yeah.
Until the end?
Yeah, no, had a good do, really. Yeah, good do all round. I love the social side of things. Obviously, we've done quite a lot of events this year, and I love that. I like to see the lads getting on, and that gives me more pleasure, really. But I did buy a car specifically to do this event, but sadly, there was issues with it, and we just couldn't. It all came. It shouldn't do, should it? But it all came as a bit of a rush at the end, and
it always does, doesn't it? I was frantically working on mine the week before, thinking. No MOT.
No, so it never worked, unfortunately. But I'll try and get out in the Riponian. So
you must do one.
Riponian.
To be honest, I want to go and do another one or two next time, next year. I mean, because I thoroughly enjoyed my day, and although I have no aspirations to win anything, I can't win anything. I'm too old and too slow and too sensible, I think. But I hope. But just participating and finishing. Fantastic day, absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
It's a job though, isn't it, to do when you run Charlie all year. You've done a number of events, and obviously I'm running Jack all year, and there's a lot to do. It is a job. It's to keep everything in all the balls. I'm a little bit OCD with my race truck and stuff. Everything has to be about right, and there's a few that come with us. So just trying to keep the troops happy and get the car right and keep the service truck right and everything else, that's a full-time job in itself. So that's kept me.
I think these little events. I think people are over guilty of overcomplicating things. I mean, I swap my back wheels side to side. Waste of time, really, because I hadn't really marked the tyres off because I'm too slow, aren't I? So when I came in at service, I jacked it up. I swapped the back wheels side to side. I wiped a bit of muck off the wheels. And that was me done, really. I never opened the bonnet.
Yeah, true enough.
There's no point. There's nothing leaked out the front. There's no oil leak underneath. It was all checked the week before. And what had I done? 10, 20, 26 miles. Well, to be fair, if you can't prep a car to do 26 mile and not have to take it apart, maybe
I agree.
Else.
I agree.
Maybe different on the higher strung stuff, maybe, but on that little
we
pinto
find
thing,
there's
no point just making work.
We find that we do spanner check everything just for our own peace of mind, really, and all the rest of it. But no, all in all, real good weekend.
Have you ever lose?
To be fair, probably not. No, not really.
They do it because you see everyone else doing it and think, well, they must do it for a reason. And I'll tell you why they do it, because they don't prep them properly the week before. That's why they do it. So we go out with Charlie, and obviously it's a little 1 litre car, isn't it? So completely different thing. But I'll arrive at a venue, I'm out next week. I won't open the bonnet, I won't jack it up, unless he says to me, I hit something knocks, there's something. The trolley jack doesn't come out of the lorry, the bonnet never opens, because I know in my head, A, I know the car, because we've done a few events, and B, I know there's nothing needed.
And C, you remember the AA.
And
so you're laughing, aren't you, really? In all fairness, well, the lads like to get involved, they love it, and they get in it, and they all have their own little job to do. But all it would have been great for young Jack. Gets confusing when there's two Jacks. It's been great for young Jack to have got a finish out of it, but at least he got a taste of it, and he got 3 stages out of it. I think my Jacko, done exceptionally well. The poor lad's been feeling terrible for the last couple of weeks. He's off, which is unheard of, because he is dedicated to this job, and he's off today again because he's poorly, to the point where I booked him in at the doctor's tomorrow morning.
Good.
So he was feeling like death warmed up. I think he could quite easily have not bothered. Then we had 1 or 2 issues with the car, misfiring and bits and pieces. So all things equal, I think certainly for him to get in the top 5 when there were some big names there, some lads.
Some big names,
You know, some of the guys that Jack's up against have, a number of the guys up there have done, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 400 rallies. 400 rallies.
It's a lot of practice, that, isn't it?
It's a lot of practice. Probably done that event up there 20 times.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that could draw that route, couldn't they?
Yep.
On a bit of paper.
Definitely. And then you guys have done it twice, and Jack's obviously just literally just ticked the box of his, I think, 9th event. So it didn't sink in, I'll be honest with you, it didn't sink in until late Sunday night / Monday morning, because Jack only just managed to finish. We lost all oil pressure 5 yards after the finish. So literally here to that camera and that was it, bush. So he only just got in. And I think we were concentrating on that a little bit, really. And it wasn't until I think it was probably the Monday, when you start looking at results. We don't tend to look at too many results during the day, but you look at results and the messages are coming in all the time saying, what a great result, what a great da, da, da. And you stand back and you think, yeah, to be honest with you, the 4 guys that were in front of him were 10 times more experienced. And you think, you put it, and he's got a misfiring car, and you think, yeah, do you know what? He did really, really well. And you done well to get where you did, mate, to be honest with you. Not blaming your mum, but you did really.
To work out, because I couldn't care less, could
but
I?
But 18th or something, weren't you? 14th or something, I don't know, but in the teens. Certainly a big improvement on last year.
The 4-wheel drives out, 14th overall I was.
Well, I think that's
14th in class, was it?
With 90 odd entries.
If you were to do it, you would be exactly the same as me. All you want to do is finish with a straight car. You want to start with that and finish with that. And if I'd have finished last, I'd have been over the moon.
I think in the teens. I think to finish it. I think that would have been my target if I could have finished and got in the teens. Finished, yes. Got in the teens. It would be like. Whoa, we're off.
No. I was over the moon.
No, I think you done well, really.
Brilliant day, yeah.
Taught him all he knew, I've taught him everything. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, I watched some of the interviews and bits and pieces on here and all the rest of it of drivers coming in and they were slippery. I didn't think it was that bad.
Do you know bad?
No, I thought the roads were superb. All right, there was 3 or 4 roughish bits and some bits got dug out a little bit, hence where Jack had his... Little Jack had his...
Yeah.
But overall, that's Forest Rally, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I thought the roads were lovely. Not rough, not potholy.
Really? I've had a chance to... Because Jack's been so poorly, I had a chance to speak to him about it.
Really good.
I'll tell you any bit that gave me the EBGBs, watching some of that in-car footage, and the lads are doing 115, 120 mile an hour down the straight, and it's like...
I don't know what I'm geared to, because the speedo don't work. I have to fix it. But I was at 7 7.25, 7.3, something like that on the rev counter.
The 100
top
plus,
gear,
100 plus,
which is 100 plus because I'm on a 5.1 diff. And down this long straight, the first time down, Charlie's saying he's off this crest and they're undulating.
Yeah, I know,
crests.
I've watched the footage.
So the first time we were coasting a little bit. Second time I thought, nah, she'll have it. And we were foot hard out down there. And it was 1.25 miles that was, downhill.
Needs a wheelbarrow.
Brilliant, brilliant, yeah. And people in the spectators, they were going back in the trees.
I'm not surprised seeing you coming down there at broadside.
Yeah, brilliant.
No, very good. So.
No, I can't wait for next year, me.
No, brilliant event. Thanks
to
to the lads, thanks to the marshals and guys that make it all happen, honestly. Brilliant.
Even down to your timekeepers and the start lines, the stop lines, you have a bit of banter. And absolutely brilliant. Hats off to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for what
even all the way down to the noise control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even they were quite jolly. Yeah, they were quite jolly. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. No worries, guys. Anyway, so yeah, that was our summary. Thanks ever so much. Thanks for the support during the course of the year and so forth. And we'll catch you next time.
Roll on for next one.
Yeah. See you later.